Hi guys! I could not figure out how to unlock a lock. I just transferred to a new middle school, and unlike my old tiny little Catholic school where the lockers just opened, this school's lockers had locks on them, combination locks, and I had no idea how to use them. For 2 days I just left my locker door like slightly ajar just because I knew that if I closed it I was screwed, until somehow my dad found out, and then he drove me to school after school hours and made me just practice in tears opening and closing the locker, opening and closing the locker. 13, 16, 32. Until I could get it every time. Now, when I started my first office job, everything was a combination lock. Like, figuring out how to do a mail merge was unsolvable. So how the hell was doing our entire organization's annual report gonna be solvable? At one of my first staff meetings, I was supposed to present this timeline for all of our projects, and after I was done going through it, my boss looks at me and goes, "Okay, so do you wanna walk us through it?" And in this very crushed kind of way, I managed to like half mumble, I thought I just did. But you do it over and over and over again and you solve the lock. I mean, now we have a bunch of new people at work and I'm training them on all of this stuff because it's easy for me. Later this week, I'm going to VidCon again. Last year was my first time and I almost canceled my trip because I was so scared. I was sharing a room with complete strangers going to this giant event full of people that I didn't know. And the entire first day I was convinced that I had made a huge mistake. But then I met up with some people that I knew a little bit but not totally from doing Vita, and I just kind of fell into a better place. It ended up being a blast, and this year I'm just looking forward to seeing old friends and hopefully making some new ones. I mean, I haven't even really looked at the schedule if I'm being totally honest, but I know it's gonna be okay. This whole convocation of internet strangers thing, it's old hat, but I wanna hear from you in the comments about something that once seemed super difficult for you, but now seems like no big deal. Also, if you're going to VidCon and wanna meet up at some point, let me know. Once I get it sorted, I will probably make my whereabouts known on Tumblr at some point, so if you're going to any of the same panels, maybe we can hang out. If you like this video, you can consider subscribing if you're so inclined. You can also find me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram in the links below, and at VidCon if you're gonna be at VidCon. Otherwise, I will see you next week. Bye!